told that in a year from today I'm going to make $20,000 US a month. And my partner told me to believe that, and I have 3 homeworks to hand into him on Sunday. And he just told me to go to where there's water and write a big story. It's pretty incredible for me in my life that this man has so much confidence in me and sees so much potential in my work. Now, I sometimes go around with the same potential, but it's kind of false because I think really deep down inside me I don't believe it. And he's really challenging me to really call myself on my shit and start to believe it. My arm hurts a lot right now, actually, because he told me every time I'm negative and I need to press myself in this area right here. But like really hard though, like hard, like did it really hard. So I've been doing it really hard since I left him around 2:45 this afternoon on May 26, 2012. And he told me in a year from today I could be making $20,000 US a month. Day in and day out. That's what he told me. Can you believe that? I'm sitting here by this beautiful water wave pool. I feel like I'm in the beach if I close my eyes. You know, like I'm sure you guys could think I'm in a beach right now if you just close your eyes. I don't know if the camera is recording that, but it's really beautiful what I'm looking at. I really kind of just want to jump in. But I'm scared, like, I don't know if I'll get arrested or some shit, man. You can't get arrested. But, yeah. My life is going to change starting today, and I have to believe it, and I have to know it. Because if I just fall into the traps of the bullshit that I've been doing lately, I'm not going to change. And I'm going to be a bullshit guy for the rest of my life. Now, I know that's not entirely true because I've done some amazing things. But I've done things that, I know that I can do and that I have confidence in. But this time, this guy is telling me that I can do something that in my mind I don't think it's possible, and that's the problem. Why don't I think this is possible? If I can do everything I have already done, then why can't this be possible? You know, and that's the power of money. I think money's fucked up, man. Because, like, he's telling me about these lump sums of money that I could be making, and I'm like, yeah, right. You know, I'm like the kid who came from this place and all this stuff, and I'm sticking to my guns of believing that the only way I make that kind of money is if I win the lottery. And that's because I think I'm a loser. Because losers believe in luck, and lucky people play the lottery. So if you understood that analogy, then you know where I'm at. So I need to stop believing that I'm a winner, that I don't need luck, and that in a year from today I'm going to make 20,000 US pesos. 20,000 US dollars. Sorry. US pesos. That's funny, right? So, I love my life. And this goes in part with this poor guy I saw the other day that I felt really bad for. You know, he just looked like he had no one to take care of him. You know what? If I have that money, man, I know I would go look for that guy and try to take care of him, man. He doesn't look like he was a drug addict or anything. He just looks like he was a mentally disabled man whose family abandoned, or he doesn't have family anymore. Maybe his mom or dad died or something. And he was walking down Reforma, right by Polanco. And I just left Michael Page in Palmas and Periférico, and I had, from 8:30, I have to be in Nestlé, which is Ejército Nacional. I have to be there in a half hour. I have to be there on time because I had some issues with some time in that Michael Page class. So now, even though my bosses had my back and they knew I wasn't late for something, it's really a strict situation with getting there on time. So I took a cab. And at this point, I'm not really well off of money, but I took a cab to Auditorio from Palmas, and then I started walking. I asked the cab to take me exactly to the side of the metro where I needed to be, not where I usually go, where my colleague Michelle drops me off, which is at the Auditorio. And then right there when I got out, I saw this guy, and it felt like slow motion from him. It felt like, but it wasn't like that. And I saw this guy walking, and he had a Burger King crown on his head. He was very dirty, with dirty clothes. He had a broomstick, a broom, and some kind of weird box. And he had a smile. Like, I'm not making fun of him, but he was like, you know, and like smiling. But he had a bad leg. Like, he was walking like with his leg bad. Something happened to his leg. I don't know. And I saw him, and he just looked at me with eyes of wishing maybe he could talk to me or ask me for help or something, but he can't. And I just started to cry, because I've been through some hard things in my life, but like not like that. I haven't gotten to that point. I've been homeless once in my life, but I have a brain. I can focus myself. My legs work. I did what I had to do to survive during my time of homelessness in 1999, and I survived. But this guy, he can't. He's like mentally ill or something, and like he's just nobody there to be for him. And I wanted to do something so much more, and I gave him 50 pesos, and like that's not even nothing, but I did it, and I started walking in the metro, and he looked like gracious, and then I was kind of scared that someone was gonna steal his money, because he's mentally not off, he's not there, and but I didn't have time, and I had to get to work because if I lose this job, it's really over, like curtains for me, like. I need this job, so I started walking, and I didn't want to leave, and I turned back, and I was watching him, and I wanted to do something so bad, and I didn't have the time, and just standing there watching him and wishing I could do something more was killing my time to get on time to my class. So, but then he looked back at me, and he saw that I cared for him, and that was really good. And it's a point that I'm just realizing right now. And then my girlfriend, she's telling me that you know what? Don't say you wish you could do something more for him, because if you could do something more for them, you would have done it. But you did do something. You didn't just let him pass. You gave him 50 pesos. You stopped and looked at him from afar away, and he acknowledged that you were caring for him. And you waved to him, and he acknowledged that. And so be happy that you did something. So, I came to this country with zero, not knowing a soul, not knowing language, not knowing anything. And now I'm here where I'm at. And God has blessed me because I'm really blessed by God, and God, you don't even know the testimony I have so far. This is just a little tidbit of a story in my life. And my partner today told me that I can win $20,000 US in a year from now. So why is that so hard for me to believe? If he's talking about it like it's true, like he knows it. I'm here in like a nice area in Polanco. Like, look at these guys. See, like all these guys. We're at this hotel, Camino Real, and Only the best of the best come here. So it's Camino Real in Mexico. Yeah. Yeah. And today is going to be my first day into trying to earn 20,000 US dollars monthly, like my boss said. My boss gave me some homework, and he told me, and he just sent me a text. He said, go buy some water and write a big story. And I started my story, and I'm going to share it with you today. Now, the blue is what he wrote. Now, look at this blue. Look at this blue. Look at this. My papers are flying all over the place. Ah. My papers are flying all over the place. So, like, I just stepped on my papers of my homework that I have to do for my partner. So that's all right. So let's look what this says. This says, today is the 25th of May, 2013. This is my story on how 1 year ago I walked out of a Sanborns and started and the start of an incredible journey. Yes, and this journey and how has delivered to me the freedom to earn 20,000 US dollars every month in and month out, and this is how it started. And then I wrote, I met a man who told me, if I walk with the wise, I will become wise. Discipline is my key. I have discipline. I said I would stop smoking, and in 2011, September, I did it. I say things, I have power to do them. The power of belief is wonderful, but the power of belief in oneself is life-changing. And just like a caterpillar to a butterfly, amazing.